Welcome back, one and all. Zoe here, joined by my trusted analyst, Jake and Johnny. We're about to head into our next elimination match. Supershy will be taking on YEAH. That hopefully is going to be more of a banger than what we've seen thus far, because quite frankly, it's been a little stompy on this side of town.
I've been looking forward to seeing YEAH on the main broadcast. They did go down pretty harshly. Twisted Minds 3-0ing them, which is maybe expected, although I thought there was some chance for YEAH. But I just want to see what they've got cooked up for us. This team, YEAH, they're known for the Junkrat, for the Wrecking Ball, the Baptiste, the Kiriko. It sounds like I'm just naming heroes, but they play these heroes all at the same time. And I think it's a comp that, you know, really can work if the other team gives you any room to work with. They open themselves up. They, you know, forget to check their corners, right? Things can really go wrong against YEAH's lineup. So I'm excited to see what they can pull out on.
They can snowball this very quickly, but let's talk about the other side here. Supershy is the roster that will have the honor and the pleasure, the thrills of going up against YEAH. And I mean, this is the team that took out Oblivioni, Johnny. Like they came in as I would say a bit of a surprise to everyone.
Yeah, totally. But they got a good core to the roster. The support's keeping everything in line, and Hitori had some, you know, surprisingly good moments on Orisa. You're like, oh, Orisa highlights? Yeah, I'll take that any day. Well, but Hitori's got him. Also as well, Sora's been contested on the long range Shitscan and Pac, who has the deceptive Hanzo picture on the roster, but Pac most likely going to be playing a lot of Tracer in this series. But yeah, I mean, taking down Oblivioni, admittedly an Oblivioni who didn't have Chase after NC Sports picked up Chase. But still, that's a really good team, and so here they find themselves in the lower bracket now against YEAH and Kaya's Junkrat and Chasm's Wrecking Ball.
Yeah,
good luck.
They've got a lot of options here with Cool Boy. He's got the Life Weaver picture. Could run that though, but we've seen a lot of Bap and Kiri from Cool Boy and Saipe. So despite having a Junkrat and Ball, who are these chaotic heroes making a lot of space for the team, they really bring the damage from the support line. So definitely eyes on Cool Boy and Saipe to be bringing frags. Like, these supports need to deliver kills, but they have the skill to do it. And then Ken is like, he's like your stable player. He's like, all right, somebody's got to play Tracer, guys. So for this comp,
but the thing
somebody has to.
Cassidy is surprisingly good.
That is true.
Ken will just light up the kill feed, and you're like, okay.
They can play quote-unquote normal stuff too, though.
Yeah.
When Darkside Phil is coming in for Chasm, you know, like, just if they want to just go regular old.
I don't think
no
Kaya
one cares about them playing normal
I don't think I've seen Kaya not play Junkrat. Maybe he played like Sombra once or something like that.
Just
by accident.
If they come out and play normal stuff, like, I might just close my eyes. Like, if they come out and play Orisa, Sojourn, Tracer,
no way.
I'm gonna be so disappointed. Play Wrecking Ball and Junkrat.
Yeah,
this is what we're here for.
It is the hill.
It is what they're good at.
We want to see them die on.
Yes.
Dynamite, but it's going to be explosive to the very end, or so we hope. And for all the action, we once more going to send it over to our casters, Necker and Jaws. What do you guys want to see?
Just YEAH playing YEAH's game. W Junkrat player, W Ball player. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time. You know, when they load into the lobby, it's gonna be a mess, and that's what's fun about it.
Yes. That is the most fun aspect of being able to watch some of these teams at EMEA, is that we've gotten treated to basically everything under the sun, except for this YEAH team yet, which, if you guys haven't checked out YEAH, I think you'll all be very excited to see some Wrecking Ball, to see some Junkrat, just picks we don't necessarily get a chance to see in the meta. And Jaws, we gotta talk about a little bit of the rich history that YEAH have as a team. Like, if you think back to like the old heads will remember this, but like back to the days of EMEA contenders with Avoided, that was a big OTP team evolving to YEAH what it is to now. A lot of these players got their start on Avoided and then just made this other major OTP team.
Yeah, I love it. Clockwork Vendetta, Avoided, YEAH, just legends of the EU scene. And of course, like you mentioned, Rose, it's going to be Ball, it's going to be Junk. But Supershy, yes, they'll be playing default comps, don't worry. But, I mean, this is what can really rattle you as a team that is going to play more standard, more meta, right? Not really expecting the Junk, and you can't really disrespect the hero either. It's worth keeping in mind. Like, you're not going to see it all the time. In ranked, sure, you're gonna see it a lot. It's whatever, right? But you can't be disrespecting the Junkrat. It still does an immense amount of damage. The Tracer's gonna, and Pac specifically, it's gonna be having to check the Ball and Kaya a lot of the time. It's a pretty easy matchup for the Tracer normally, but can get surprised, and Kaya has done it before.
Yes, definitely taken some of those Tracer duels before. Don't forget that that frag launcher is going to do 120 damage on a direct hit, so there's a bunch of burst damage there. But Pack is wise, not going to fall victim to just, you know, blinking into a Junkrat. You can't just walk forward. So I love the sneaky angles that they're able to take in order to take Kaya down.
All right, Hattori and the gang, they do end up capping first as well. Yeah, and this is the thing with OWCS comp as well, like having Chasm basically do their own thing and just try and set up the team for some kills. Oh, rough. Jump into a brief pause. Hopefully it's not too long. I think Kaya's maybe reloading the Junkrat. That's what's happening, bro. He's just reloading the bomb launcher. It's like, hey, I DC'd first. Yeah, that's why I died first. No worries, guys. I mean, look, you can't disrespect the Junkrat, but you can, playing around it can sometimes be a little bit tricky. I mean, the Tire's not the best ult in the game, but hey, it can, the amount of times that the Tire is just like, you know, when they use it and they just stick it to a wall and then they just wait for like the whole duration and then they just randomly pop out and then insta-bin somebody. Like, dude, Junkrat players are just so good at using like every single second of the Tire. You just don't disrespect it.
Hey, like, don't forget, too, Kaya actually got, like, a 4K rip tire in one of the group stage matches. Oh, it was a 5K, even better! Even better.
They set it up with a May
wall.
wall.
New Junk City match, though.
It blew my mind and blew everybody else's
Everybody
mind.
scattered backwards. They couldn't escape because the May wall was behind them. And they all got killed. So, like, by far, maybe one of the biggest plays we've seen in Overwatch Champions Series so far, because it was fun to watch. And, like, Kaya could absolutely set those up again. A little bit more difficult, I think, when you don't have the same wall construction power with something like a Wrecking Ball, but still, you know?
It's doable, I believe.
Can't disrespect it.
I believe in the Junk. The chat predictions? Ah, yes. The classic.
Chat
66%.
likes it too.
Oh, yeah. For oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Then Supershy.
Oh, yeah.
34%. Let's go. All right, let's load back in. Let's get this series underway. Looks like a little ping spike there. A reconnection by the looks of it, actually, from Chasm. So hopefully they should be all ready and raring to go.
All right. Well, all split right now.
Sniper manages to just kunai Zoro from across the map. Nice little teleport there from Tekuno. Sensing the ball is at their backs. Sobek falls, though, to the Wrecking Ball. You cannot be alone with the ball player. Chasm will kill you. Over and over and over again. That's the big, it's going to be the big issue. Just sticking as a group is just way better against the ball. You don't want to get caught out at all because of slam. And then what most Wrecking Balls is like instant fireball. I don't know how they do it. They're just a little freakish with it. Oh, that's a good dive. Good dive onto Zoro. Will Kai be able to survive? No. Pack with a nice little blink melee there. Kai didn't even see it coming. That Kitsune rush on the point should be good for Supershy. And Satori, they end up just chasing it down. A Cool Boy, free kill for them. And, oh yeah, still unable to really grasp hold of this game. It's been rough. Chasm obviously reconnecting there. Lost a bit of ult charge, so no mines just yet.
Lost a little bit of ult charge, but I think the biggest difficulty for OWCS is actually being able to get set up. You know, Chasm takes a little bit of time to be able to knock somebody out of position on Supershy. Even more time to make sure that Ken is going to have that railgun shot ready to go to even be able to maybe get that isolated pick. All the while, Supershy is just walking in front of them and trying to bring the fight to them.
Oh, nice javelin from Hattori. She manages to pin the ball to the wall, and well, what more can you really do if you're Chasm? You get instant fireball to get away, but the follow-up's just too good. Should just be round now, you got to imagine, unless Ken can find another couple of kills. No, the sound barrier is going to stop that, and the coconuts will fall, and that is... Pack is on the point. Just frozen by the trap. Unlucky. All good, though. You won the round. Supershy with a very dominant showing here on round number 1.
I think on Control, it's always so much harder, it feels like, to run this Wrecking Ball comp because, like, when you look at something like a Junkrat, we always will go back to maybe even Overwatch 1 days where you say, ooh, Junkrat, what a nice defensive hero to pick if you're playing on a payload map and you get to go to the defense, right? You don't necessarily get that same type of setup if you are playing these Control maps, and I think it's harder to, like, find value from, like, the trap. I think Pack has just been playing around those Junkrat traps also very, very well. So I think you if you're, you're maybe thinking a little bit more about how you can enable some of these pieces on the team. We are going to see Ken actually switch over to the Cassidy rather than having the Sojourn. Maybe that's a step in the right direction here for to get on the board.
God, look at Super. They are hunting for Ken. Well, that's actually Pack is the first to fall. Oh, Magnade, it landed, so no slam for you. Quick rotations all around. They are just taking a world tour. They'll be in King's Row in a minute. My word. Or
in the volcano. That's just a couple of hop, skips, and jumps away.
Wow, Cool Boy. That was
Suzuki's already.
That was extremely early usage of the lamp. Hitori knows it too. She ends up taking too much damage though, as Ken just laying in those headshots. No heals for Hitori either. Point is unlocked. And as the chaos ends up kind of ensuing, just the breaking down of team comms, the breaking down of the game. This is where the ball and the Junkrat can really come alive, but Pack is back with a vengeance, same as Zoro. End up capping the point as they clean the field of yeah.
As much as you look at the Orisa on the other side to have to match the cooldowns of, when is Spear Spin offline, when is the Javelin offline, you're also looking at the backline of a lot of these teams when you're playing these matchups and going, when is Suzu and Immortality Field gone, so that we can go ahead and make that move in. And OWCS is one of those teams that does run the Baptiste and the Kiriko together, so as soon as both of those cooldowns are down, Hitori can just go after the backline and take them both apart. So really great awareness in that last team fight, and still keeping track of this as come back in. Kaya's already so low.
Good stick. Instant Suzu. Yep, there it is. Okay, Suzu moment. Pack lands a nice one, but can they follow up with any more kills? The fight is breaking down into chaos again, but it's actually Kaya that falls first. Hiding from across the map as Pack looking and making sure this point doesn't get flipped. Chasm is unable to get pretty much of anything done. It's just so hard versus this comp, and it's worth keeping in mind too, being one tricks, like, they're used to playing against not only exceptional players, but against hard counters. So they're pretty well versed at like getting past, like, the Orisa, the Kiri, Lucio, etc. But against a well-oiled team, what Supershy proving to be right now, it can be a little tough. Here's the tire. Kai taking it to the skybox. Hitori looking rather oh, okay, no, all good. Suzu. And then the fortify. We're good.
Just the shields and fortify. Yeah, you're okay. Tekuno is not. Now, actually getting a team fight win here after everybody has kind of touched the spawn doors. Cool.
Okay, Hitori next on the menu. They end up taking down Kaya of all things, and how she got that kill, but the flip will arrive in just a moment. 95% for Supershy in such a good spot. Make it 98. Oh, yippee.
Yeah, because you're coming back into this one with the Terror Surge. They even have maybe one of their more coveted Orisa, Terror Surge, and Pulse Bomb combos online.
Chasm is doing his best
just
tree ornament
ground count.
Oh no, the hit grenade. He's just getting booped around like a little golf ball. Get out of there, Chasm. All good, there's the mega health pack. What I find quite funny about Wrecking Ball players as well, I guarantee you, if you took a quiz of like, where is every mega health pack and mini health pack on the map, ball players would get it all correct. Nice little Terror Surge in the back line there. However, a lot of that damage did get Suzu'd, but Ken and Cool Boy already down. Side pair falls as well. There you go, Supershy. 99%, just with Chasm to kill. Can be quite difficult, to be fair. Wrecking Ball, quite a slippery target, especially with those shields. But there it is, Supershy starting the series off strong.
It's looking a little tough right now here for fans
just
out
not
in
that
the
game
chat. Supershy.
Just not that game type.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, listen, even when you go back and you look at some of YEAH's most recent performances, Control, maybe not their forte, honestly. Yeah. So Eichenwald, stocks, they're going up. Don't sell your stocks just yet here for as we flip over game types.
You could do the old like Doomfist rollout as ball on attack, where you go like, come out of spawn, you go hard right, you go to the castle, then come back around, and then you slam on point. They'll definitely expect that one coming.
There's some rollouts
There's no way. There are some crazy rollouts on Eichenwald, yeah, exactly. Do miss old Doom for that, I will say. I will say. But yeah, let's have a look at some highlights of that last map. I mean, they look pretty clean overall. Supershy kind of dealing handily with Kaya and Chasm on the junk and the ball. pretty easy for Hattori, right? She can basically just sit on the point and not, you know, don't have to chase anybody really, but they were really kind of taking it to him. It was kind of funny, like a lot of the time Hattori was kind of chasing around the Kiri or like the BAP, and it was like, you're just playing big Tracer at this point. It was kind of funny to see. You see what I mean? Just kind of running them down. Yeah. And hey, to get away from the ball, sometimes you have to kind of do that. And what they were doing as well to kind of counteract the Wrecking Ball was kind of grouping up as 4. And then Hattori was kind of off-angling or kind of like holding and anchoring the point. So it's another good way to stop the ball from kind of solo killing somebody, which is what Ball is very good at normally.
Yeah, I think too, it's really tough because, like, yes, you can't isolate a target, but I think also the way that Hattori was like taking that aggression to the rest of the team is so important, right? Because when you look at what the current meta is right now, there's big difference with the Junkrat being in the roster over something like the Tracer is usually, you just don't have the same type of firepower. Like, yes, the nades are explosive. You have so much burst damage there. If you're able to get a direct from the frag launcher and then slap a concussion mine on top of that, and you're taking out a Tracer, maybe even taking out a 250 HP target to get 2 directs in that like splash from the concussive mine. But like Tracer is just so consistent, and it feels like that's lacking.
Yeah, it is tough against the Tracer specifically. I remember Kaya kind of saying in a Commander X talk that, you know, Shax, of all people, wasn't really respecting the junk. And it feels like Supershy very much respecting that. Like, hey, we know you can one-shot somebody. We know you can just set up and like bang bang, like with a concussive mine, your lights just explosions in your face, and you insta-die. Like, but Pac and the rest of the gang are kind of doing a good job of tempering themselves, like not saying like it's a junk. Like we can just we can just run at them. We can just kill them. Like, why are they playing junk kind of thing? You know, it's they're very much taking this in their stride. Yeah, exactly. You can't really disrespect them that much, and when you do, you can kind of get over ahead of yourselves, and it's not what Supershy are doing right now. Let's jump into Eichenwalder though. Defense here for our year. There will be, of course, I'm not going to call that again, but Chasm on the ball and Kaya on the junk. We'll see where, I'm curious where Chasm's really going to set up on the ball.
Just around this, maybe just around the central pillar, doing another good like tree impression.
Yeah, Christmas ornament. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Supershy, I imagine, just going to jump shot on the Widow.
Funny.
We'll see. Kai's definitely got an angle to hit the spawn doors for sure with the mine.
Yes.
So we'll see if Pac ends up just insta-dying randomly to bombs. Dude, looking like Demo Man out there.
It'd be very funny. No. Okay, other door.
Nice body shot though. That was close. Cool boy. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. It can happen.
Oh, already back at a spawn with something we expected to see. It's going to be that Orisa once again with that Cassidy and the Kiriko. So kind of looking at ways to be able to isolate the ball. Look at how well positioned they are to play reactively. Sobek got a huge boop onto the Wrecking Ball to smush him back into the team.
Yeah, and that hinder nade as well. So they can't even do anything about rolling or grappling or anything. Is that just point? Yes, it is. It's a little rough. I bet Chasm, when he ended up seeing the Cassidy like need rework, I bet he was shaking his fist. Just like, why? Why? Please, nerf Cass.
Oh, why?
Hindernate is so
cruel
annoying,
world.
to be fair. It is a cruel world being a ball player. Oh, Kai is in trouble.
Is.
You see what I mean? Hattori, she's just pushing into the back line. Little care for the Junkrat or the ball. Just countering both of those picks with
I got
one.
a spear. Jeez.
Oh, here we go. Chasm's out of there. All
God,
good.
there's so much CC. There's so much CC on Supershy. Like, his spear, boot, the mag grenade, like, just anything.
Nice couple of shots there from Ken. Repping the Chengdu Hunters skins. Mad respect. Oh, Hattori finally slain, but Kaya is also going to bite the dust. There's the Hindernane on to Chasm, taking a fair bit of damage. Suzu thrown out to try and protect Zoro's life. Should be able to get a nice little slam there. And Ken on high ground is going to be quite annoying to kind of disrupt, but a lot of ultimates for Supershy.
Yeah. They have a lot to work with here. I think the nice thing about the Ashe, though, in a situation like this is that you still have like the same type of consistent damage output as somebody like Zoro, but I really love the fact that you also have like a Bob, too, if you're able to get that ultimate online. But Supershy with all these ults, let's see how they're going to approach this fight.
flip.
I get so little.
Can you tell me where they are? Perhaps up to
I
you.
will go down.
You can tip it to me. You can tip it to me.
I can't.
Okay.
Down two. Okay.
I think you need to take
I
top
think we
base.
need to 5-man rotate. I think it's very hard to like stay for me.
No, I don't think
can
it's
even
top
flip
base.
No, we can fly under.
I'm just gonna force point, guys.
I think
as long as they don't walk on beyond point, you can just chill, no?
Yeah, I think we just definitely.
I'm just gonna AFK then.
Okay, get all their ults coming.
I'm setting for the point.
Okay, you can set up for point. I will play
top right,
castle.
jump top
I will force them. I will force them off, and you can walk a bit. Ready, 3, 2, 1. You can walk them. You can walk them. Spear.
Kill one.
Kill.
Nice defense. We just live.
Fine. You can take
Thank
Mega.
you.
I'm on point.
Mega's taken
Junk inside,
already.
junk
I go
inside,
point with you. I go point with you.
Low, jungler.
Ball.
I body block the ball.
Retire.
But everyone, I rolled their
Nice.
That's fine.
Nice.
Junk at me.
Ball.
Get up, junk top.
Nice, good job.
Ash one. Oh my god.
Oh my, you see Chasm just boop Zorro into the bob there. That was kind of annoying. There you go. There's the point. You see Supershy and Sobek too. Heard him in the comms, just kind of calling out like, hey, they've got all ults, like, expect them. And just kind of making the small game plan, small adjustments there, running into this second point push. They end up capping the point. Chasm is still on the wrong side of the map, but this is where the ball gets infinitely harder too, because, I mean, the Orisa is just kind of looking at you the entire time, like, okay, well, you can't really flank his ball. We're in the castle now.
You're like kind of just like playing pinball at that point. Like you're not even
seriously, look at
sliding
this.
around the map. You just have to roll.
Everybody's running away. Oh, the High Noon almost scoring a kill there onto Coolboy. My word, look how fast Cassie's firing in that rush. Zorro now re-peeking this angle as you see Supershy just continuing to move the payload. Chasm goes in for a slam. It's actually Suzu of all things as Kai takes the 1v1 on the sidelines. Ball on the point as Hitori is in the back line yet again. Just she's playing a bigger Tracer, that's all I'm saying. Like, this is insane, just spending less time in the front lines and more time in the back lines. I would be too, to be fair, if you want to make sure Kai doesn't get away with murder. Point in control, though, of Chasm right now. He's just put himself firmly on it. Just make sure they can't push for free. But with a Terror Surge from the Orisa, it's going to be really tough for them to get anything done. And the point is being pushed in. There's the kill onto Chasm. And 3 minutes and 14 seconds in that time bank. Oh, yeah, I think they have met their match in Supershy.
Supershy has been putting on a great display of how to deal with this team. Oh yeah, being able to make it through the group stages was so much fun to watch because not only do they have these 2 unique hero picks we don't get a chance to see all the time, but oh yeah's story through the group stage was also just awesome to follow. They were able to beat Meta Boys, which was a team that they had to beat after they made so many different counter picks, and then they get that big upset win over Ataraxia in order to make it into the main event. So I think that's why everybody's been so high on Oh Yeah as a team, because it's just they've just been putting on some great performances so far. But while you don't necessarily get a chance to practice against a team like this very often, I think you still get drilled playing ranked or just being able to play that synergy with your team. And Supershy has also been able to watch all of those matches. I'm sure there were a lot of lessons they were able to learn from the Oh Yeah VODs.
Yeah, we'll see how they do on their attack now. I'm curious if Ken is going to stick on the Tracer or not. Man, the Spark skins go the hardest.
They're so good.
Out of all of the recolors for the Overwatch League.
It's the best color wave, for sure.
It feels very like neon. Not it's not like neon colors, but I don't know. Pastel maybe is the word I'm looking for.
You just get a good feeling from looking at the skins.
Yeah, it's cool. It's really good. Does make brain feel happy, very happy. What is Satori doing? Pushing past Choke. Mad respect, actually. To be fair, she's kind of dominating on the Orisa. I mean, look at this, just chasing Kaya. Yeah, I mean, that's the pressure you can put down as well, right, as the Orisa, because you're not worried about the enemy Orisa because you know Chasm's playing ball, so you're kind of free in a lot of respects just to go after what you want, and Tori's doing that in spades, so there you go. Oh yeah, with another setup here as Kaya hits the respawn button.
I mean, like, if you have Fortify, Orisa it feels so unkillable. Even if you have that Junkrat that's going to be able to grab those body shots, it just feels so tough. So I think Hitori is doing a great job of finding those picks, like the spear for the Suzu.
It's cyberbullying the backline. Like, Kaya received Suzu and Lamp. Finally, someone's dead, though. It's actually Zoro that falls. Chasm landing a nice slam. Hitori does need health rather rapidly, but nearing their ult. I mean, 3 ultimates for Supershy right now. Chasm gets pulsed, and they try to get into the backline. Tekuno quick on the swift step there. Manages to get out of the way. There's the Terror Surge. Lamb comes through, but has one low Kiriko. Hitori manages to survive just for a brief moment. Brief moment of reprieve here from YEAH, but Hitori is looking to go in once again with every CD available. Not afraid and making Kaya's life a living hell.
Oh my god. It feels so bad to watch this happen because I think everybody's been there. If you play a backline right now and see Orisa dunk walking in front of you, you're probably not too long for this world, even if you have a great backline to back you up.
God.
So, Sovik, sound barrier.
Oh, Pac. Pac got killed by the grappling hook there, the little rollover, but jeez, destroyed Callboy. Rather unfortunate. Wow, Zoro trying to look 16 different angles at once as put their names on the board now. Hitori is back. All CDs have been used, and that'll be Chasm escaping the fight and just rotating round to the point. Here comes the tire. Kaya ripping and roaring. Oh, and Pag. They ended up trading in the end. But that actually will open up this point for YEAH potentially.
Yeah, they're still waiting though. YEAH, they're gonna have to deal with another recontest from Supershy. They still have a couple of ultimates to work with though, so
should be good too.
Maybe.
Nice Suzu. There's the rush. They don't want to let this point go for free as Ken ends up going down to a Booper Sobek. Nice little window, stopping Zoro from getting an angle. Trying to find a flank, but met with 2 supports, and one of them being Akiri. Suzu on the ground to save their life. Suzu and the lab has been used now. It is feasting time for Pac. There's too much health and too much healing in general to kind of get through. And YEAH, cap the point. There it is. That's what you want to see. 3 minutes to go now for YEAH, pushing towards second. And they might be able to get a priority position here on the high ground. Yes, they are. Supershy not there just yet. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's nice. You get the Junkrat in front of the Orisa, but the spear! Yeah, Junkrat just gets pushed back so far.
It's rough. It's rough holding the high ground. You have the
concussion vibes to get back up there, but wow. Hitori just individually is making this so difficult for Kaya to find value. You have to use your concussion mines in mobility ways
aerial!
Pick up. Oh
my god!
The angle onto Zoro.
That pipe onto Zoro was insane. Wouldn't expect anything less from a junk player. Tire available too. Gotta protect the junk. Hitori, she's in the back line again. Mines, traps, everything just completely ignored. Finally, they're put to rest as Kaya trying to deal with the Tracer. Takes care of Pac, and hey, there you go. That's just how it's done. Everybody is descending into madness. And that was where YEAH really come to shine. There's mines, there's a tire, there's a pulse bomb, every explosive they can potentially throw at Supershy available.
That's why people love this team. Get ready for some wrecking bomb lines too.
There's the tire. I'm telling you, they hold it here until like 1 second to go, and then an insta-kill. Oh dear. Oh, Zoro has no clue. Oh, they used Suzu already! Oh, what a pulse bomb! Ken pulse bombs the cast. They Suzu it. Kai comes in, says thank you very much. Slam dunk from the junk. 3 minutes, pushing into third. Supershy, don't know what hit him. They got concussion going into next week.
Oh my god, the setup so that Kaya could knock him down. That's crazy. But that's like the vibes that you expect to see come out from a team like YEAH, and why they've been so much fun to watch in the group stages. Even now, they're still not down for the count. They've got this Kitsune rush coming into third. Oh man.
All right, Tori's had enough. Time for some kills. Well, the pack goes down to Chasm, of all people.
Focused.
Yeah, I mean, okay, this is where it really gets hard for the Wrecking Ball. Like, how long can you really survive if you're Chasm? Like, thinking about the health pack locations too. Okay, there's the rush. A definitive way to end this fight. They know Ken is behind them, though. You can see Zoro trying to hunt, search for the Tracer, and search for Chasm, too. They're not low at all, by any stretch of the imagination. There's 1,000 HP in the HP pool. Not quite so much health remaining now, though. It's only 240. There's the health pack pickup. Can't let them get away with that for free. Sound barrier comes in, hits 5. Supershy now have to deal with the sound barrier, but unfortunately, Kaya ends up going down. It's a trade, but spawn advantage is looking real good for Supershy right now. Hattori with the Terror Surge as well. Ken, Pulse Bomb in hand, forced a recall. Got Zoro in their sights. Pulse Bomb landed right next to Zoro, and Zoro takes their life. And now Chasm trying, so sad, the Wrecking Ball player trying to leave against all of the CC. Forcibly ejected from the points. Jeez, they're making it really hard for Kaya to do anything.
Oh, unlucky. There has been a couple of points when we've seen AWYEAH play that Kaya has opted to go over to the Sombra a couple of times. Like, it's happened at the end of a couple of maps where Kaya maybe feels like the Junkrat isn't able to get enough damage down, but he's still have a minute and Kaya is close to another Riptire. So maybe we get to see this this combo of like mines into forcing out the Suzu. Maybe you get the Junkrat Riptire to help push this payload over the line, but watch out behind you because Pack is there.
Pack didn't end up recalling, so now they have to go get a health pack. But the High Noon ends up killing Kaya. Chasm gets one in Sobek, but is this the turnaround they're really after? Because Hattori is still alive. They have Rush too, and in fact, they're just going to rip it. Hattori ends up falling over before the healing can come in from Takuno. And with Ken claiming some kills, I'm not sure that they're going to be able to finish in with time. There's 20 seconds to go. And these spawns, they're coming out, and with Hattori being able to just plant themselves on the point, I'm not sure a free attack is going to be allotted to them. Yeah, 10 seconds.
Try setting up for the Junkrat Riptire, though.
There's no way they finish with time now. Here comes the tire. What have you got for us, Kaya? I mean, look at this. Almost an impossible feat. Just go straight into the Orisa, but that might just be it. A Suzu, a Terror Surge to try and keep themselves alive. Kaya's done it. Hattori down. Chasm pretty low as well. They can't keep him alive long enough. But Ken's coming up with the kills and the damage. Overtime is still here, meaning they have to touch. High Noon pulled. Here comes the sound barrier. A little bit of damage in, but the Suzu will stop Zoro from instantly falling over. Nice shots from Ken, but a later sound barrier from Supershy. I think that's all they need to finish this one out. Pack, Hattori, they've all spawned now, and there it is. Supershy put themselves on match point.
That was a valiant effort, though, from AWYEAH to try to even up the score. Felt like they were just a couple of kills away from being able to get that final objective on Eichenwald, extend out the map just a little bit longer. But you were right, they weren't going to have any time in the bank. But maybe they would have finished. Respawns, though, they just get so punishing when you're not able to clean up those kills quickly enough.
Yeah, and it's such a rough place to get like held to on that first corner as the ball. Because like, so, okay, I need to flank, I need to go behind with my Tracer maybe, and then get a slam and a kill, and yeah, it's Supershy just kind of...
All the health packs are so far back, too.
Yeah, and you can pick them up, but it's like, I need help from the Kiri at some point, you know, you need the BAP or somebody. Yeah, it's a little rough, but they made it quite far, to be fair. A lot of that on Kaya's tire. I want to get a replay of that tire. That was such a nice, like a
so
double
good.
up. Post bomb. Oh, you Suzu'd? There's already
Good
a tire
sequence.
incoming. And you know, Takuno's like, I have to Suzu this pulse, but the tire is definitely going to kill us. Like, there's a lose-lose for the Kiriko in that situation, sadly. It was a nice little combo from Kaya and the Tracer, though. So, yeah, looking clean from Kaya and Ken.
Sometimes you just get overwhelmed with those ultimates, but like I still am just so starstruck by Hattori and like how she's been playing this Orisa, because it's like no fear, absolutely none. Yeah. Hattori's like, I don't care about the Junkrat, I'm just gonna walk in front of it. I won't die, I know I won't, because I've got Fortify and Spear Spin. How are you gonna hit me now and take me out? Well, you're dead. And that just moves on to the next target. And that's after like, oh my god. It's so good.
Put that
like it's still tough, right? But this is why you have to take out the Junkrat, because Kaya is so good with it when given these opportunities to weave in, like the Riptire right after the Suzu. It just, you gotta give respect to that.
Yeah. It's funny because we did talk about that a second ago, right? It was like, Kai's like, well, you have to respect the Junkrat, and you do. But Hitori, you don't really have to respect the Junkrat when you can just walk at them and kill them. Because you have infinite survivability, it feels like, on the Orisa, right? A lot of the time, that's just what was happening. Hitori walking forward. Oh, I see the Junkrat. I spin towards them. You have to use the concussion mines to get away or like to push me back. And it was really rough for Kai to play. But when Kai does get space eventually, they can't really pop off. Here's the damage numbers and the stats from that last map on Eichenwalde. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't see, although I was going to say surprised to see not more damage, but 53k to 49 is pretty high for the amount of eliminations that went either side. But Supershy right now, Rose, they're a match point. We're in lower bracket right now. This is IE's chance. They need a grandiose reverse sweep to keep themselves in it. But this is looking like a Supershy victory here on this next map. We're going to Esperanza, our push for this series.
I mean, maybe a better place to run the wrecking ball, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna run it anywhere out of the 3 push maps we have, Esperanza's probably your best bet.
Yeah, I'm thinking,
I can't remember the last time we've seen it on New Queen Street.
Yeah, New Queen Street does feel pretty rough because there's a lot of like straightaways on New Queen Street. Same with Colosseo as well. So you're thinking, yeah, Esperanza a little bit better. Although like the mid's a little bit easier for the ball. I'm just trying to think, like comparing the mids on both maps. Feels like the best one. We're getting an YEAH roster update. See what they want to do, who they want to sub in, sub out. Looks like classic.
We've seen this before.
Darkside Phil, normally the tank player, coming in on DPS for YEAH as Kaya steps back.
Yeah, so we've seen this before. In their match versus Meta Boys, Phil came in to be able to fill in the DPS role in Kaya's stead, ended up coming in on Esperanza to play the Cassidy. So they could still stick to this Wrecking Ball roster with Chasm on the ball, but you have a little bit, you know, maybe more consistent damage with something like the Cassidy. But yeah, typically we see Phil in the tank role to play Orisa when they do get brought into the roster nowadays. But the Cassidy was pretty clean with it, and they did get the win over Meta Boys on that map.
Well, let's have a look. They can repeat that success here, as they are currently fighting for their tournament lives against Supershy, who ended up going down in round number 1. But have a mean battle, to be fair, battling back in lower bracket. It's not good. It's not the nicest feeling when you get knocked out first. Or down to the lower bracket, even. Obviously not nice when you get knocked out first, but down to the lower bracket, everything is on the line, every single map, every single match that you play. See if Supershy can make it there. There's been a lot of discussion, like, who really holds that, like, 3rd, 4th place. 3rd, little bit more, like, cemented in terms of, like, top 3 teams, but that 4th, very open. And a lot of championship points on the line, too. Of course, they're doubled this time around, so a spot in Dallas. Yep. Everybody's kind of hoping for it. We'll see if Supershy can make it all the way, or, well, can YEAH make their way back in the series? And, yeah, there you go. Perfectly called, Rose. Darkside Phil on the Cass.
Ooh, Saipe is going to be on the Zenyatta, though, so that's a new look that we haven't really gotten a chance to see too much of from YEAH, but that's kind of like the explosive power you might need. That Discord Orb, really good way to be able to help chunk down some of these beefier targets on Supershy, but also gives your Tracer, Ken, maybe a bit of a leg up there in the Tracer versus Tracer when you can put the Orb of Harmony on them.
Yeah, I guess the thinking is here, because Chasm and Ken are always going to be in the backline, or like close to being in the backline, it kind of relieves some of that pressure. And you're hoping the enemy team doesn't kind of just run you down, because obviously the weakness of the Zen, no mobility. The Lucio comp normally just runs at you and you die. But that's not exactly what's happening right now. And the war of attrition will end up being won out by the Zen team more often than not, because of the amount of damage from Discord, like you were mentioning, and just like the raw damage output of the Zen 2 at range. You can see Supershy slowly moving the bot. Very little payload pressure here from YEAH, but they need to win these fights, and winning these fights they are doing. Nice a bit of damage onto Zoro, takes them out, and Lamp on the corner. And Saipe just stepping up. I mean, you might as well. One less target to kind of deal with you. Oh, Hitori's down too.
I see, look at that, like a Tracer full clip, the Orb of Discord, the Harmony, like everything all coming up together, and then like everybody's getting in on the action for all of these picks. YEAH is gonna get control of this push bot first, and I think the onus is on Supershy to figure out how they want to approach these fights now. A lot of teams facing an adversary like YEAH have tended to go towards counter-picking some of these picks if they give them trouble, but nothing quite like that just yet from Supershy. They've got ults to work with.
High noon on the high ground for Darkside Phil. Hattori just walked away from that one. Oh, can't walk away from that though. Ken with the double kill with the pulse bomb. Nice little spear into the wall from Hattori, but she cannot survive. Nice work from Ken. That's 3 kills for the Tracer. Oh yeah, this is a very different team we're looking at now. Kaya subbing out with Darkside Phil coming in. The Cass working out, but it's really just up to Ken, stepping up.
Yeah, I mean, we had Darkside Phil coming in to play the Cassidy, Ken stepping up on the Tracer. That's a checkpoint unlocked as well pretty early on in this map. But Saipei's Zenyatta has been so clean. Whether it's been those like critical hit headshots, even just being able to follow up on some of that damage. Oh! Chasm just locked back in. Went down to his own pulse bomb.
That's a rough one. That's a rough one. That's a big reset angle. Darkside Phil dead to the Soj. However, a Transcendent should help them win this fight. Supershy, you are slowly but surely losing out against the ball Zen. The double ball comp. There you go. That's the name. Double ball. 2 balls.
Double ball. Okay.
2 balls.
Balls. Got it. But this is just such a higher pace that, setting in terms of their tempo. Supershy haven't really had a chance to just sit by for a second, catch their breath. Hitori's even going to come back on the Winston to get a little bit faster in on these fights. And also, of course, hit the Zen.
Oh, nice dive. Oh, 13 HP or something ridiculous there for Hattori as they get out of there. Nice little dive. Yeah, that's exactly what you need. You need to go quickly here. They couldn't find an avenue of attack. Way less aggression coming out from Hattori on the Orisa like she was showing on Eichenwalder. And now you can see an instant switch. Saipei off Zen.
Yeah.
Straight to Kiriko. Doesn't want to mess with the dive coming out from Supershy.
God, there's like nothing worse than a feeling of being on Zen and you see a Winston come in and cleave and there's absolutely nothing you can do. Like no amount of healing output from Cool Boy, even the Immortality Field would be enough sometimes to be able to save that Zenyatta. So a good switch over to the Kiriko. You've got the Swift Step now to be able to get out of the way when Hitori does come in and make those jumps. And I'm excited to see how they continue to adapt to what Supershy are throwing at them. But that was the switch we needed, was to the Winston.
Kainu not planning too much, but Zoro's in trouble. Got a headshot from Darkside Phil. And here comes the window. All the meanwhile, though, Supershy have been moving this bot. And that sticking power really coming in to bite in the butt right now, as they cannot just anchor down this point. High ground control is exactly what Zoro wants with this overclock. There is a lamp in the way. He's landed a couple of shots. They're finally taking down Saipei, as the Primal Rage should boot Chasm out of the way. Supershy, if you get one more support here, you're going to be in good stead. And there it is. Cool Boy down. Chasm alone on an island. And they're regaining a lot of that lead they just lost. And the checkpoint is theirs.
Yeah, like just like that. It feels like it was only a couple of minutes ago that we ended up seeing make it as far as they did, and Supershy so quickly have evened up that score. Might even be able to match that progress and then some based on this next fight. They've got the Kitsune Rush tempo if they want to play a little bit closer to the enemy spawns. They also have another Pulse Bomb. Just a lot to work with, but I think like if you are playing this dive, we see a lot of teams back up to be able to play on the high ground around this point because they don't want to be dove upon in some of these situations, or at least make those fights come to them.
2 rushes.
Super aggressive positioning here from Supershy.
I really like that rush from Supershy, just straight up the main street, just ignoring the one that YEAH placed, which was a little bit too far forward, it looked like. Excellent fight. Bot has been stolen, however. Grand Theft Bot in progress. Call 911, but not for me. Hattori picks up the kill on Saipei, and that lead that they got, 98 meters, that's slowly being crunched. Up to 80 now for Supershy, pretty much.
Phil, switch over to Torbjorn.
Yes.
Alert, this is not a drill. There is a Torbjorn turret that's on the field. And we've seen this a couple of times, be able to counter like a big... Are you sure you didn't want to try to see a hammer kill in an OWCS main
Look at him go!
match?
Look at him go. Oh wait, there's a beat. Okay, the Torb's in trouble. Jake is molding right now. There we go. Sobek with a kill onto Cool Boy. that golden line of victory as Chasm just attempts to marvel his way. Okay, someone's got to kill Hattori, though. I mean, it's all good rolling around, but you need to be able to lock down a kill here. And now your Kiriko is in trouble. Same with Pac, though, to be fair. Healing coming his way pretty swiftly. And Kiriko's dead, though. Those cooldowns being quickly used. But Darkside Phil comes in with a clutch. Oh, 2 kills for the Torb. 93 meters to 98. Darkside Phil with an unbelievable clutch on the Torbjorn.
Not even able to get that, not even able to get the lead after a couple of big team fight wins in a row. So, OWYEAH get to maintain that. 2.5 minutes left. The Torbjorn is working. We see this switch a couple of times. If you're worried about flanks that the team might be taking, the turret can help to lock down a specific angle, so the fight is a little bit more redirected in the way that you might want to take it. Chasm got stuck, I guess.
It's a little rough. Oh, the Torb. I think he's used the overload too. I do not think you survived there, sadly. Molten Core coming out though from Darkside Phil. Put it on the point, put it on the board. Hittori almost burnt alive. Actually, Ken followed up. Okay. I'm telling you, look at that Torb health as well. 400 health. The added shields there from the ball. Pretty crazy. You can't dive that Torb is all I'm saying. So kind of... I wonder if Supershy is going to change, though. Orisa, yes. Okay. I was going to say, I don't think you continue to play the Winston after you use Primal when they're playing Torb. So there we go. Orisa swap here for Supershy.
Yeah, like you want to like dive the Torb, but also not a good idea. Nothing else that's really that good of a diveable target now. So going back to the big Tracer, and Hittori's been able to make it work before.
Zoro hunting for people. Everybody's playing in that rush. I saw that Suzu come out on about 5 people. And here's the later rush. Chasm, Slam, Mines. They got to kill Zoro. Someone's got to kill the hit scan. But Darkside Phil, fortunately, goes down. Turret as well. So not even the 6th player on the team can save them now. Pulse Bomb available for Pac. Might just want to stick Chasm here just to get him out of the fight. But might not even need it, to be very honest with you. Chasm unable to get away, and with 40 seconds to go, Supershy could end this. But OWYEAH, they've got decent spawn timings, as Chasm will be back in just a moment, and they have sound barrier.
Yeah, they've got that, and then they even have a Pulse Bomb coming up in Ken. So maybe if they can continue to force out these Suzus, that might be a way to weave in yet another Pulse Bomb stick, maybe even a 2K as we've seen prior. But it's all about these sound barrier timings, and it can be really rough to get totally right.
Oh, the AJ Coolboy, I think.
No way.
Oh dear. Oh yeah, they got no sound barrier left, and they might not have a Wrecking Ball either. Chasm's 1 HP, overtime approaching, but so is that golden line of victory. Terror Surge on the points. There goes Cypher. Chasm dead. Supershy on what, like a 98-meter deficit, end up coming back. A 3-0 victory to round out the series as they advance in the lower brackets.
Wow, it's so like bittersweet in some ways to see OWYEAH getting taken out, because they were such a fun team to watch throughout the entirety of Stage 1 and Stage 2. But Supershy, this is a team we've been excited to see as soon as they entered into the group stages for the Stage 2. And I think this is also one of those other teams that they didn't have a whole lot of expectation coming into this stage, yet still here they are, and they've elongated their stay in the main event for Stage 2.
There you go. Clean sweep, though, from Supershy. You got to be impressed, like, not getting too ahead of themselves, not disrespecting the Junkrat. We had some amazing plays from OWYEAH, but they will be eliminated. Supershy, though, looking quite good. And if they can withstand OWYEAH, they can withstand anybody, is all I'm saying. Zoe, Jake, Johnny, thoughts on the rest of the series? That was almost.
I mean, never mind anyone else's thoughts here. Someone's shedding tears.
I was laughing. I was looking at Johnny. Just the look of despair on Johnny's face while Jack was wrapping that up was just. It was.
Can you get a close up on Jake?
It was tickling me.
Like, actually tears.
Oh, I was trying not to laugh.
Okay, so that was happy
Johnny was
tears.
looking so sad when the ball was dying. You know, I felt a little hamstring.
I just suddenly thought that you're like emotionally invested into OWYEAH. I thought, like, man, he really loved that roster. I thought you were distraught.
I'm a little distraught.
They got absolutely slammed 3-0, and I hope they don't change a thing about who they...
I don't think they are, actually.
Yeah.
They decided to die on this very hill, and I think they're gonna choose the same hill
Someday
again.
the ball medal will come.
Someday.
And they'll be ready.
Junkrat meta.
They'll be ready. That's all I'm saying. When the ball junk meta comes, they'll be prepared.
I think this was the best opportunity since ball was kind of like viable again? Question mark? Exclamation.
You're very generous after watching this match to say that ball is viable.
Not necessarily against this composition, but you know, patch changes did certainly give you an argument to implement the ball here and there. On every map, maybe not. Oh well, you know, you win
play it
some,
against
you
me,
lose some.
please. I'm so scared. It'll be so good.
Let's talk about this though, because Supershy, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that they've been truly tested here. They've made a stand for themselves, of course, in the group stages. Now they continue on here. Have we learned anything new about them?
Well, we learned that if you don't play heroes that stop Hitori and Zoro, they will just absolutely dominate you. This Orisa was just eating up the supports from... Oh yeah, I mean they have to play these greedy support heroes, but there's no one stopping the Orisa. So Orisa just gets speed boosted into your backline, and on hit scan it's like I cry. You know, the Orisa shows up right next to you on hit scan. It ain't looking good for you.
Yeah, who would have thought that if you actually play Orisa and you fortify and you walk into a Junkrat, the Junkrat kind of dies.
Yeah, not a whole lot you can do on Junk in that matchup. It ain't looking good.
You gotta just have to like mind yourself aware of something. It's pretty sad. So yeah, I hyped up. Oh yeah, we might have predicted them top 4 in our own bracket.
Wait, who did that?
But well, you know,
aspirational.
Yeah, that's why you were so distraught, Johnny.
It went downhill. We believed in oh yeah on Plat Chat, but alas, it didn't.
Plat Chat being wrong. Shocker.
Hey!
I'm in shock over here.
We believed in Junkrat, but alas, it turned out Supershy just ran it down mid.
I want to talk about Hitori. She really played phenomenally. I mean, the entire team did. They're looking very clean. Like, there's not too much one can criticize about the performance thus far.
Yeah, I mean, this match is textbook, but I think it's easy to make mistakes here, right? It's easy to play against ball and end up being too passive on Orisa. So Hitori doing a great job catching those opportunities for aggression where she can push in, threaten a kill. Sometimes it's a kill, sometimes it's not. If it's not, she's cycling out, so she's very rarely overcommitting, showing good discipline, but when she gets the freedom to punish, I mean, she's just running through the whole team. So really good awareness how to play this matchup. That is, I would say, most people have not experienced much of the matchup like playing against ball. So it'd be easy to be wrong, have the wrong read about how to play. But from my perspective, she played exactly how she should. Even the Winston swap to deal with the Zen.
Yeah, let's actually pick her brain. Hitori is joining us for a quick voice interview as well. Hitori, I hope you can hear us. Thank you so much for taking the time, and congratulations on the dub.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
Of course. And now let's chat about this. I mean, obviously going up against Oh Yeah, you kind of know what to expect. You know, they're going to roll out with some more unconventional compositions. Did you and your team have to change up anything at all to be able to deal with their shenanigans?
I mean, our coach Yokai, it's also a shout out to him. He did really good scouting, so we knew like what we need to do and how they would actually like play and try to do like kill boxes and everything. And it's against Oh Yeah, it's always you either play slower than them or you want to play faster than them. You don't want to be like on the same tempo as they are.
Let me guess. Your coach said play faster.
He didn't really say exactly to play faster, but I don't know, it's kind of iconic. We always run into Oh Yeah in tournaments. Like we played them in stage 1, we played them in stage 2, then we meet them again in the main event, and we also played them in the EWC qualifier 3 times.
Yeah, so it makes sense. You did look well practiced against this team. I'm curious your personal mindset on Orisa, how you were looking to approach this series, what you felt went well for you. Throughout the matchup, playing against especially the Junkrat and the ball. For the folks at home playing ranked, dying endlessly to the Junkrat and the ball, what do I do on Orisa? How do I make it work?
I mean, I kind of just look to cycle my cooldown, so I have like everything ready to punish like somebody who's out of position, like because they mostly just try to take some flanks. And Orisa is kind of broken in that way because you can just spin, then use gold so you don't die, and then just one hit them with spear and left click.
Yeah, it makes sense. Use cooldowns, kill enemies. Don't let that Junkrat be free on the flank. That's good
Just be
tips.
better. Simple as that. Now, one last question before I let you go and celebrate a little bit as your day is over for now. Supershy, I think a lot of people were surprised to see the team making it to the main event. Where do you see yourself and your team? How do you stack up against the rest of the competition in the EMEA?
I think we have a pretty good shot at maybe top 4, depending on how our day is. Because from scrims, it's like really looking good as well. Like we also win some maps against SSG and like make them struggle a bit as well. So it could be like maybe we get top 4, maybe not. But sadly, we can't qualify to Dallas because we didn't make stage 1 main event.
You got to get ranked. If you get number 1, you can.
That's
Number
right.
1. Just win.
Gotta believe. Well, we hope to see more of you and your team. It's been an absolute joy to watch you play, and we wish you best of luck in your upcoming match.
Thank you.